For more than a year, we've been sharing the progress of our solar project, Conway Solar at Happy, and we're excited to report that it is officially generating clean, renewable, affordable power for Conway. We've watched as 700 acres of rural farmland has been transformed, and yesterday the official dedication ceremony was held. We're thankful for all of our partners who have worked to see this project become a reality. And we can't wait to see how the other aspects of this responsible solar project take shape over the years.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Conway Solar at Happy. Woo! You know, this would not have been possible in any way, shape, or form without our partners and partnerships. Just great partners that made this project happen. Conway Corp, our local officials, our landowners, we're so appreciative. Our community partners, our project partners, our Lightsource BP team. We deeply appreciate and thank each and every one of you who in big or small ways were involved in this project. I was thinking about it, what did we kind of all have in common as we came together? And in my mind, we had sustainability. We had that as a vision. What do I mean by that? Well, sustainability for our communities, sustainability for our future generations, sustainability for economic growth, and sustainability for our environment. And we had that core goal that bound us together, and here we are. We did it. We are now, right here, right now, this moment, generating clean, affordable, reliable electricity that is homegrown here right in Arkansas. We should all be really proud. And even more importantly nowadays, here in Arkansas and around America, projects like this are bringing other benefits, diversifying our energy mix, lowering electricity costs, lowering risk, and increasing our energy security. Our energy security is so important. And so I have a little video that I would like to share. We collaborated on that together, and it highlights the tangible benefits of this landmark project. So I hope you enjoy it.
What does homegrown, reliable, and affordable energy look like right here in Arkansas? Like this. This is Conway Solar at Happy. It's a solar farm in White County, and it's now generating 135 megawatts of solar power. From a free and limitless source, the sun. It's enough to power over 21,000 homes. And all that power? It started with a partnership. First, Lightsource BP developed and constructed the solar farm, making a $150 million private investment in Arkansas's clean energy future. During construction, the solar farm created 300 jobs, and now that the project is complete, it will deliver reliable, cost-effective energy to Conway Corp under a long-term power purchase agreement. In the big picture, homegrown energy reduces foreign dependence, and that leads to energy security. Closer to home, clean power means healthier air and healthier communities. And if you look even closer, underneath and around these solar panels, you'll find plants and flowers that make a stable, long-term habitat for pollinators and other wildlife. You'll also find on site a 5-acre pollinator garden with 46 types of native plants specifically chosen to help monarch butterflies and other pollinators thrive, created with the Arkansas Monarch Conservation Partnership. Innovative collaborations like these will help us energize Arkansas's sustainable future.
Good morning. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. So we announced this project in 2020, and there was some other things that happened in 2020 that kept us from coming out here and having a celebration of a ribbon cutting. So we're very excited to be here today. And I want to start the program with introducing Conway Corp CEO, Bret Carroll. Bret became CEO in 2017 for Conway Corp and has been leading this project in partnership with Lightsource BP. So, Bret Carroll.
Well, good morning. Thank you, Crystal, for that introduction. I'm so glad that you guys could be here with us today. It's a great day for Conway. It's a great day for Central Arkansas. It's one of the most significant projects that we have been a part of in our 94 years of existence. So I'm so glad that we could celebrate it today, and thank you guys for being here. At Conway Corp, we have a very specific mission. Our mission is we are dedicated to exceeding our customers' expectations and producing safe, affordable, reliable, innovative, environmentally sound utility and telecommunications services while enhancing the quality of life in our community. And this project, in particular, it's safe, it's affordable, it's reliable, it's innovative, and it's environmentally sound. So it embodies many aspects of our mission statement. And so we're very proud to be a part of it and to be here this day and to be here with you this day. I want to thank the team that worked so diligently on this project. I was just a small part of it. We had a team that worked really hard, a lot of long days, some long nights, and so it's so good to be here to celebrate the fruit of their labor. I want to thank our past and present board members who trusted us with this work and allowed us to do this. And I want to thank our partnership with Lightsource BP. They've been great partners throughout this project, and I'm looking forward to the partnership that's going to continue in the years to come. Another partnership that we're thankful. Well, I want to mention the benefits to our customers too. Why it's important to them. As mentioned several times before, it's going to provide affordable, reliable energy for decades to come, and so I'm thankful for that. Another partnership that I'm thankful for is a partnership that we have with the City of Conway. They are important partners as we think about the concerns of our customers and their constituents, and so it's an important partnership. And it's my privilege to introduce the Mayor of Conway, Arkansas, the Honorable Bart Castleberry.
Good morning. As we were coming up, I actually had some prepared words, but as we were riding up and Bret was explaining to me how this all works and the impact it'll have, I decided I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to speak about what I know from my history in Conway and the Conway Corporation. Conway's the fastest growing city in the state. And as you look back, and you have to wonder, why is that? Well, I can honestly say I can look back to Jim Brewer and Bill Hegeman and Richie Arnold and today Bret Carroll. We all like to take credit for Conway's growth, but I can honestly say that Conway Corporation is the reason Conway is where it is today. If you do not have affordable electricity and water and cable, then folks are not going to move here. So to the board and to Bret and your team, thank you guys. Y'all have made Conway great. My grandkids are going to thank you for the energy that you're bringing this way. So that's a lot shorter of what I was going to say, which I'm sure Tom Courtway is proud of. But I promise you, Conway would not be what it is today without our partnership and the employees and the board of Conway Corporation. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Dave Dosker. Dave is our Vice President of Construction and Project Management. Lightsource BP has about 1.8 gigawatts of projects currently in operation, and that's enough to power about 300,000 homes. Dave was the lead for close to 400 megawatts of those projects, including this one here today. So, our construction team is busy. They're managing another 1.8 gigawatts of projects in construction right now. And it's across 14 different states. So, the team is really active and really busy, and we've definitely seen an increase in interest in solar energy kind of everywhere across the country. So anyway, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Dave. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary, and greetings from Steve Barnes, my supervisor, who is not able to be here today. So I do have prepared words, and I'm going to read from them. So thank you. Good morning. It is so good to be here. It's so good to see this day. It has been a process to get here, so I'm thrilled. On behalf of Lightsource BP and Conway, I want to welcome you and say thank you for your attendance here today to help celebrate this happy solar facility dedication. Let me start today, and this is very personal, by saying a very special thank you to our landowners, Neil and Melba. As you can imagine, we have many projects across the country and varying degrees of relationships with our landowners, but this has been a special one. And so I want to say thank you for your abundant patience as we made our way through this planning and construction process. It was a pleasure to sit with both of you in your home and to talk about this effort that we're making to build this plant and to really shape this land in the future. And your input was invaluable. Many times I would get a call from Neil and say, you know, your team is doing this. I'm not sure about that. And so we would consider that, and many times he was right. And so we took that consideration and that input, and we made some changes along the way. Collectively, the project team expended over 500,000 hours on this project, and that's all man hours collectively, with no serious safety accidents or quality incidents. So that was a big achievement. This, I heard some other people talking about what's the size? Well, it's about 700 acres and of Happy Solar, generating 95 megawatts of AC power. Up there you saw the 135, that's DC. We have two different ways of measuring power, so it's 795 AC. Labor force, that was 30% local. This is a very transient industry, so a lot of trades travel, but we had 30% of the local staff was hired from this region. We executed an agreement with Entergy to do a self-build switchyard. You can see over to your left here. That's not typical to this type of build. It's generally you work on an agreement with the utility and then they build it. In this case, it was a self-build. And then installed 26 power electronic inverters, 590 combiner boxes, 127 miles of ATI tracker, 294,000 of the first solar modules you see out to your right, thousands of miles above and below ground cable and conductors. Through its operation, the Happy project has offset 162,000 metric tons of CO2. That's equivalent to about 35,000 vehicles. And it incorporates, as we mentioned before, the 5-acre pollinator garden. Unfortunately, it's not at its finest right now, so we invite you to come back in the spring and take a look. But it's a very important segment and portion of this project. And speaking of the operations of the plant, it's my pleasure to introduce Kara Gunn as the U.S. Asset Management Lead, who is responsible for over 2 gigawatts of solar farms across the U.S. Kara.
Hi, y'all. I'm from Texas, so I'm going to give a formal, formal y'all here to y'all. Let me just take a deep breath and soak all this in for a second. I will say it really, truly is an honor to be here with you all. It's an honor to represent my team. I've got a team of roughly about 25 individuals that's cheering me on right now, so if they're watching, hey, y'all. But just, a welcome or just a massive thank you to the local community here for inviting us and welcoming us, with open arms. It's just been been a well and a warm receipt, to all of us, and so thank you for that. In terms of when you have so much focus on a project, I did want to take a moment to talk about some of our top priorities. So, and it's really quite simple at the end of the day. Our top priority is the safety of our our O&M professionals here working on the site, but also safety and the well-being of the community, right, in which we're serving. And then also performance, right? So it's really important to us that we're contributing and we have, strong uptime and strong availability. And our project here, the Happy Project, is producing, for you all, but also too for Conway. So as I mentioned, I'm just really proud of the team, really proud of the DNA, really proud of what we're going to be able to provide here for the community. Just in short, we're going to see some real tangible demonstration of the benefits of the clean and affordable and reliable solar here at the solar project. So we see it every day, we feel it every day, and we're just really, really proud to provide that to you all in the White County here in Arkansas. So thank you. Oh, and now I'm going to introduce one of the guests of the honors here today. So that is Amity Lynn. So Amity Lynn, she's a senior director on our development team, and she oversees the development activities for the southeastern portion of the United States. So she's been the lead on this project and has been actually, I think, in this community since 2019. So please give her a warm welcome.
Good morning to you all. Distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. I am delighted to be here today celebrating the completion of this landmark Conway Solar at Happy project that will deliver affordable, clean electricity to Conway Corporation's customers, the city of Conway, and generate enough electricity to power more than 21 homes each year. My name is Amity Lynn Burnham, and I live outside Nashville, Tennessee. I'm the Senior Director of Development at Lightsource BP, and my team is responsible for bringing solar projects like this to life in the Southeast U.S. At Lightsource BP, we have a deep commitment to delivering safe, clean, and affordable energy, as well as maximizing the environmental sustainability and positive social impacts of each of our projects. We call this approach responsible solar, and it is only possible with the great partners like we have here today. It was 4 years ago that I met the landowners for the first time. We spent hours sitting in their living room and talking what the project might look like. The landowners have farmed this land for 55 years and have memories of every inch of this land. It is a dream to be celebrating the completion of this project with them today. I'm going to cry a little bit, but that's okay. I am only here today speaking in front of you all because of the excellent teachers that inspired me and ignited my love for science. I won the 3rd grade science project, and it was all because of my science teachers, and that love of science has continued today. I would like to recognize, my passion is using science and technology to improve the communities that we live in. I would like to recognize Stan Stratton, Superintendent of Riverview School District. Stan, if you don't mind, please raising your hand, and the teachers that are here today, and other educators that dedicate their lives to improving and inspiring young minds. At Riverview High School in Searcy, Lightsource BP has supported a purchase of new and improved STEM education equipment over the last 2 years. We've helped this school district purchase new computers for a robotics program, as well as materials for the science program. The school is located 10 miles from this site. In conclusion, I would like to extend my congratulations to Conway Corporation and Lightsource BP for reaching this major milestone. By pushing the boundaries of innovation and technology, we play an important role in U.S. energy security by providing affordable electricity to communities. I look forward to building more projects like this. Together, we are building a more sustainable future. Thank you so much.
So as Amity mentioned, we have a responsible solar approach that includes maximizing the environmental benefits of each and every project. Okay, that sounds really good. What does that mean? Well, after this program, I invite you to go for a little walk and look at the solar project. One thing you'll notice, which kind of really blew me away when I first saw my first solar farm, the solar panels sit on racking. The racking follows the sun throughout the day, like a sunflower. So that's why we have sunflowers on the tables, because that's what the panels do to maximize the energy generation east to west throughout the day. And then the racking sits on those steel posts that Dave mentioned. And those steel posts take up, guess how much of the land? 5%. 5%. Then we have some other, roads and things that take up another 5%. So about 90% of a solar project is land, open land that we plant vegetation on. And we have a whole team who's dedicated to figuring out what the best vegetation to plant is at a project, and to continue through the project cycle, optimizing that with a goal of increasing biodiversity, which is the amount and variety of life in the area, increasing that within the first 5 years of post-construction. And I have Blaine Gunderman with me. I know we're having a lot of people stand up, but these are people who are really important. That's what this project is about, right? The people that made it happen. And Blaine is the Senior Director of Environmental Affairs, and this is her day job, making sure that we are environmental stewards of the land that you have allowed us to build our project on, and we greatly appreciate that. So Blaine.
Thanks, Mary. So Lightsource BP and the Arkansas Monarch Conservation Partnership worked together to create a monarch habitat here at the solar farm. I know you saw some of that. I feel like I'm reiterating some things that were on the video, but I guess that's okay. The 5-acre pollinator garden is kind of located behind the tent that way, and I think someone said it doesn't look so hot right now. It'll take about 2 years to fully establish, and it's about 5 acres in size. We planted about 46 varieties of native grasses, flowers, and legumes, in which 5 kinds of flowers ultimately will be blooming each season. The seed mix contains also 2 varieties of milkweed, which is the most important plant in the monarch butterfly life cycle. And I wanted to thank publicly Morgan Meter for developing our management plan for that 5-acre garden. If you could stand up just quick, if you don't mind. Ms. Morgan. Thank you, Morgan. And I also want to introduce Isaac Ogle, who works for Comprehensive Botanic Services. And he and his company are the ones that prepared the site and planted it, and will be managing the site in the years to come. Isaac is somewhere. Stand up for a second. Thank you so much, Isaac. I'd like to now introduce Ryan Parker. Ryan is the Arkansas State Coordinator at Quail Forever. With more than 500 employees, 140,000 volunteer members, and 700 local chapters, Quail Forever and Pheasants Forever is the nation's largest nonprofit organization that's dedicated to upland habitat conservation. Quail Forever in Arkansas has been a leading member of the Arkansas Monarch Conservation Partnership since its inception, because they recognize that great monarch and pollinator habitat is also great habitat for bobwhite quail, songbirds, insects, and other native wildlife species. So, Ryan.
Thank you very much. I also prepared some words, so I'll try not to go off script and stumble. Quail Forever in Arkansas has been working closely with a wide range of partners to include agencies, organizations, companies, and most importantly, private landowners. That's our single most important partner in the state of Arkansas. For almost 7 years now, our mission is to restore habitat for native wildlife species, to include the northern bobwhite quail, which is experiencing range-wide declines across the southern and eastern U.S. But quail are just one tiny piece of our vision. We work to restore native habitats to include prairies, savannas, woodlands, urban landscapes, and areas important to energy like right-of-ways and solar farms. Our focus extends this broadly because all of these areas play an important role in habitat for a wide range of species to include songbirds, reptiles, and amphibians, and one of the most critically important conservation movements today, the decline of our pollinators. This is where our important partnership with the Arkansas Monarch Conservation Partnership, AMCP, really shines in the state. AMCP's formation began in November 2015, and over 40 partners across the state representing a wide swath of interests and backgrounds came together to develop a strategy to address the needs of species like the monarch butterfly and the plight of all pollinators in Arkansas. We have over 400 species of native bees in Arkansas, which is a really incredible diversity of pollinators. Quail Forever, and even more specifically, our monarch and pollinator coordinator, Leslie Cooper, has been leading the charge for AMCP and has played a tremendous role in bringing all of these partners together and seeing through the finalization of the Arkansas Monarch and Pollinator Conservation Plan in 2018. To further solidify AMCP's partnership support, Leslie coordinated a memorandum that was signed by everyone involved, all of the partners, in 2019 as a public commitment to the partnership. Leslie couldn't be here today. I'm speaking on behalf of her because she welcomed a newborn baby 6 days ago. On behalf of AMCP, we are really excited to see this project carried through at this solar farm. Energy from solar is incredibly important and is critical for furthering a sustainable energy effort in Arkansas. The land at solar farms provide a great opportunity to return native pollinator habitat to the landscape. These areas are capable of supporting a large diversity of native flowering forbs and wildflowers and grasses, which directly result in important nectaring and nesting habitat for pollinators. This particular planting, as we have heard a couple occasions, included 46 species of native grasses, flowers, and legumes, to include milkweed to benefit the monarch butterfly. Not only does AMCP support solar energy efforts through projects like this, but we are taking it one step further by restoring pollinator habitat, and we will even see grassland birds and other wildlife take advantage of the native plants and resources now provided on this land. The Arkansas Monarch Conservation Partnership is excited to support many more projects like this in the future. And I too would like to thank Morgan Metter for all of the work she's done out here, and Isaac Ogle for being the boots on the ground manager out here.